Hello friends and welcome to another video. So I wanted to film from a different side of my room for today, maybe I'm gonna keep it because this side of my room is more interesting. I have more books, I have like fake ivy here, so maybe this is gonna be my new background. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I started some sort of podcast here on my channel. It's not an official podcast, basically it's just a playlist where I marked some already existing videos as podcasts, and then I'll make sure to add any new chatty ones in that. These are basically videos where you don't need to look at the screen to consume them. You can put them in a background, and I called it Glitter and Yapping because I'm a big yapper. In today's video I'm gonna talk about my favorite subject of all, quitting your job. So most importantly, I wanted to talk about some telltale signs that should indicate that you need to quit your job. These signs were displayed in front of me for months now. It happened to me in the past, and after a certain amount of time I feel really burnt out, really stressed and not in a very good place, and so I decided to quit. This time it took me 5 months to get there. Actually, I'm getting there very fast because I have ADHD, and as a neurodivergent lady it's really hard to find the perfect workspace when the world is kind of in some sort of way already doing its thing, and basically everyone is supposed to do the same thing under the same circumstances, although everyone is unique and different in their own way, especially if you're neurodivergent and if you're masking a lot like I do. Basically the way I work, especially in a creative field, is not at all compatible with the typical 9 to 5 kind of thing, so I get burned out quite easily, and if the environment is not really supportive or even maybe toxic, you know, micromanagement, poor communication skills, guilt tripping, asking you to do overtime, more guilt tripping. Like, if you're in an environment like this, you don't have to be neurodivergent or anything to be burned out and tired and basically wanna quit. So in this video I wanted to go into details about some signs that I personally saw in myself, and maybe you can relate if you're in a similar position. Sign number 1: you're very happy when you take a sick leave, which is, it's fucked up because you're sick, you're not feeling well, you must visit the doctor or, you know, do something else apart from just stay at home and treat your illness. Maybe you need to actually don't be able to work, don't be able to go to the office and go to the doctor or the hospital, and that somehow makes you feel better. You're like, I am sick, but at least I'm not at work, which is so fucking fucked up. A few weeks ago I had a health condition and I had to go to the doctor, and honestly it felt so good not work. In my workplace they forgot that I had a sick leave, and so they kept calling me in the morning and I had to turn the phone down. Even now that I've quit, I've blocked all their numbers, which sounds crazy, but I felt like they wouldn't leave me alone. Honestly, even if I had a sick leave or like vacation or something, they wouldn't leave me alone. I felt relieved. So yeah, this is a very bad sign if this is happening. I don't know what to tell you. It happened in my case. Sign number 2: looking forward to the end of the week. This is something I noticed also in myself, but also in like colleagues of mine over the past few years that I've been working office jobs, like 9 to 5 jobs. There's been a lot of discourse about, oh my god, it's Friday, yay, so people are very happy on Friday normally, but they wouldn't be this happy if their environment wasn't this stressful. You can tell if someone's really like can't wait to leave this place by how they react to Friday afternoon, and also Monday morning. They're like, oh my god, here we go again, oh my god. And these type of people are also vocal, like in front of everybody, even in front of their like bosses, because there's been a common joke that, oh my god, Mondays, it's the start of the week, we have to work, this is very boring, work is boring. And I don't know, call me weird, but I don't get this type of jokes in front of the boss. The boss shouldn't find this funny. If I was an employer in a workplace where the employees were making fun that it's Monday, that we hate to work and we are all laughing, I would take it personally. And I would try to make something about it, you know, make the workplace better so that at least people won't feel this way. And in my case, like what I believe, my hot take is that we should take jobs remotely. Like if people want to work and have the means and they want to, they should do it, especially with jobs that can be done at home. I think it's very important for everybody to be happy and less tired, do not spend money, time on mute, and also for people to be able to be close to their family, their children if they have any, things like that, you know. What I believe is best for working, surely not a 9 to 5, like 8-hour shift every day. It's very draining. I think the best thing is to work for a few hours, then have a break, maybe do something else, something fun, maybe work out, or engage with a hobby or an activity, then work a little more, you know, things like that, because I cannot fathom to be there for like 8 hours straight and be equally productive from morning till the evening. This is another whole rant, but recently my colleagues at my previous job were happy when Wednesday arrived. They were like, this is the middle of the week, which means Friday is right around the corner. So this was something new to me, because honestly all I've heard was like TGIF, yay. I've never heard someone celebrate from Wednesday, and I think telltale sign, maybe just me, but I felt really sorry for this person celebrating from Wednesday. I mean, it was like a coping mechanism, and I think it worked because they were very happy about it. I don't know, glad it worked, but at the same time it's sad that we have to trick our brains to be like, oh my god, this is middle of the week, yay, the week is coming to an end. And then Thursday comes and it's like, yeah, it's pre-Friday, woo. And then Friday comes and it's like, ooh, yeah, it's the last day. And then the weekend goes by like this and you're miserable again. Yeah, I think the place you're working at sucks. Sign number 3. If you're feeling suddenly depressed at Sunday evenings, this is something I've heard it from everybody. Like even I've spoken to a person I met and I wanted to record some songs. He was working at a studio, he owned a studio, so he was a musician, but he also had a day job and he was an accountant. And he was like, I feel miserable on Sunday evenings, and it hit me because he was older than me. He was like in his 50s, I don't know, so he lived quite some time before me. It really hit me, and I've heard this from many people that they are depressed on Sunday evening. As I said on the previous point I made, it's like rinse and repeat kind of situation. So if you're trapped because you're not financially able to support yourself, if you quit, you're kind of stuck in this situation and it feels like it's not in your hands, it's out of control. And so it's really, you're basically forcing yourself to be there because you cannot. It's like blackmail. I don't know, it sucks, and I get it. I get everyone who feels this way. I know I felt it. Sign number 4. We're getting to the serious ones now. No amount of pay rise will make you happy. So if you're in a workplace and your employer is like, we're gonna give you a pay rise, like, I don't know, 100, 200 euros more, dollars, whatever your currency is. You're like, okay. Really, in training workplaces, they don't give you a pay rise just because they recognize what you've already done. They give you a pay rise because they want you to do more. Guilt tripping. It's mainly focused on people pleasers. I see this happening with people pleasers a lot. They try to give their all and then the employers want more out of them. So what they do, they try to give them a pay rise. But guess what? This person is already looking for other jobs because they're miserable there. And most of the time the pay rise is just a sign that they're gonna give you more work. I don't know, maybe it's just me, I'm not a money-driven person. Maybe it's just me, maybe someone else will be like, fuck it, I'll be happy with like more money. And I think each person has a price. I don't know, maybe if I reach a certain amount of like payroll each month, I'll be happy. I don't know, I don't think I will. Knowing me, I don't think I'll ever will. I really suck, you know, I suck at my finances. I have no idea how I've come this far. I am a contractor, like freelance graphic designer. I have no idea how to do this. I have a small business on my Etsy shop. No clue. I have no idea even if it's profitable, you know? I don't even put like the money I make and the money I spend and see like the sum to see if it's profitable, but somehow I'm still able to pay like rent and be able to pay my bills. I'm not rich in any shape or form, but at least I feel so fucking privileged that I am able to quit a job where I feel this way. I wouldn't stay in a position if they're like, oh no, please don't leave, we'll give you more money. Fuck you. It's not money that I want, it's respect and human decency. And sign number 5, you start applying to other jobs. Well, if you are unhappy and you start applying to other jobs, at first you're like, let's see how this goes, because you feel safe, because you already have a job. And you start applying because you're like, okay, maybe something better will come, but honestly, I don't know if it's karmic or if when you're unemployed putting much more effort into this, but honestly, every time that I'm in a job, like I start to be unhappy in like a month in it. Maybe it's because I live in Greece and most companies here in Greece suck, like the majority of them suck, and of course I want to have more options, so of course I'm gonna apply elsewhere to see if I find something else. Maybe I won't. I try to find something better. If I see that a workplace is similar to the one that I'm already working, I'm not gonna bother, of course. And I'm not talking about the money, I'm talking about like the work, the style of work they do, like if it's hybrid, if it's remote, how are they like working each task, their communication styles, the teams, how are they cooperating. I'm looking at things like this. I'm not quitting my job, but when I am like done with a job and I quit, this is when I find the best next thing. The moment I'm in a similar situation, like someone reached out to me and I noticed that it was closer to my needs, my working needs, or closer than the previous company I worked for, so it's weird, I don't know. This came to me like 2 weeks after I quit. So honestly, if I'm working for someone else, I take this as a personal failure. I know that I have to do it, and this is why I do it, because I feel like it's the right thing to do, but my heart's not 100% in it. I wanna be a full-time artist, full-time freelancer, but I'm not able to do it just yet, so I just find day jobs and try to, you know, I don't even know why I'm explaining this to you. I don't want to sound like a brat. Of course I'm thankful that I have a job, but at the same time I'm really worried and vocal about things that I really dislike. I want to risk being unemployed over this, your current situation. This is the last straw, I think. It's like, I don't care, I'm gonna be unemployed. Maybe I'm gonna start spending my savings. I don't even care if I like have few savings. I might even ask my parents for help, but I'd rather be unemployed over this. I think this is the point where we're all like, this isn't working anymore. Because if you're feeling this much pressured and depressed and it ruins your whole life, you're fatigued all the time, you really hate where you are. Like at the previous job I was at, I did a middle finger every time I left the office. I don't know, it kind of gave me some sort of relief to be like, and on the last day I was there, I realized there was a camera, so yeah, I guess they saw each and every I did in front of their faces. Oh well, what can you do? So that's it for today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, let me know your opinions. Of course, I'm really interested in hearing what's about all this, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!